for me, growing up in an African household, it was very difficult to express your emotions to your parents.
You just don't talk about it, man.
You just keep it in, because to express your emotion, what you're going through with your African parent, the first thing they're going to relate it to is religion. Oh, you need to praise God. And I'm not saying it like I was brought up in a Christian household, so I do believe in God. But to somebody who is not spiritual, that's just going to go over their head. Because that's like parents, especially African parents, the main thing is religion. They don't understand depression, PTSD.
I think also as well is sometimes they compare it to what they've gone through.
Yeah, exactly.
So for them, they think, oh, you're stressed about an exam, or you're anxious about this. I've had to go through this when I was your age.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
It's true, exactly.
Yeah.
So there's a big gap between like our generation and like parents' generation, because the suffering, the struggles they went through compared to what we go through is completely different. So like for my parents, they went through a lot of struggle, at least to even come to this country. Imagine coming here from abroad, job-wise. My dad, he worked in like a meat market. He was paying him like £10 a day for 8 hours work. So how he looks at it, he looks at how you can't be down, you can't be depressed. You're born here, you've got more opportunities than we had. So he looks at me like, you need to just man up and get on with it. But sometimes it is very difficult, because growing up in this environment doesn't necessarily mean that you got a head start. There's still obstacles that we got to face as well. This we bear from where you come from, how you speak, how you look, how you socialize with people from different ethnicities is very difficult. So I believe that most of these things that's happening to people is all systematic. It's all a system. The system is out here to keep you down in this state, to keep you down, depressed. Just take for instance, there's a lot of people who are working, but they're working jobs that they don't enjoy doing. So you got to wake up every morning, go to a job you don't enjoy doing. You're told when to have your breaks. You're told when you can like go on your phone or things like that. On top of that, you might have colleagues at work that you don't like. You might not like your boss. And you got to go through all these motions just because you're there trying to get money, because you have bills to pay. You got kids to take care of. So I feel like a lot of people, they are so stressed. If you just observe people's faces when they're out on the street, you can see people, we are all like zombies. Everybody's like zombies. When they're walking, you can see everybody's got problems in their mind, but nobody can express their problems. Because nowadays, people are not ready to sit down to talk to people. Communication now is not verbal, it's not face-to-face no more. It's social media. I see people, they will have a full conversation with you on social media, see you face-to-face and high-five. Because nobody can, we're losing that social skill where we can sit down and have a conversation with people, because I believe when you have a heart-to-heart with someone, you can genuinely see the problems that they're going through. Whereas if it's on phone, I'm talking to you, I can't see your emotion. And I feel like a lot of people are suffering in many different ways. Like you said, you suffer from being anorexia. So even when you had anorexia, like, what kind of led you to that stage? Did you have like something that happened in your life that?
Yeah, I think anorexia is it's really complex, and I think there were a variety of triggers. There were lots of little triggers that led to it, and it would take an individual podcast to talk about them, and they're really personal, so probably
Of course.
But yeah, something happened when I was very young that I didn't really understand at the time. I think, and I don't wish to speak badly of my brother and my dad. They're great people, but I didn't have a relationship with them. But they were in the house, so I felt misunderstood. I didn't feel like I belonged. I think I really struggled with I'm trying to say it without giving too much away. There was just a lot of I was very popular, but I really struggled with shyness. But I can mimic people off the TV, so my mum sent me off to drama school, and I found this outlet. But then I think when puberty was probably just about to hit, that's when triggers and traumas and things came up for me, and I think I just ran. I ran from that feeling. I ran from the things that were coming up for me that I had no one and nowhere to go to talk. And and it started, I was always underweight as a kid. I was very small and underweight, and so I was also constantly from primary school weighed and measured and monitored and weighed and measured and monitored, and people were brought in to speak to my parents about me. I don't know whether, I didn't know at the time if they were social service or who they were,
Yeah.
but I remember them being brought into the primary school to talk to my parents about me, and they saw that both my mum and my dad are tiny, so like, okay. Yeah, various triggers of just not really knowing my place in the world, and the pain of some things that I'd experienced growing up that, as I said before, I didn't have a language for. Yeah, a combination of things triggered it. And I think a massive, you just kind of piggybacking off there were a couple of things you said about manning up. I think that's a really interesting thing that people, men are told, man up, men don't cry, and girls are told, oh, you're just weak, you're pathetic, you cry.
Yeah.
And actually, I think it's about bringing us more together, not as male and female, but actually we're all human, and we all have this emotional well, or a well of emotions, right? And they're no less relevant to a man than they are to a woman. I say to the guys that I work with in the prison, and obviously prison's a hostile environment. I'm kind of going off a tangent, but it can be a hostile environment, and these guys experience deep trauma, a lot of them, and there's pain there. And I sometimes say, when did you last cry? And somehow I've not cried in ages. And I said, or someone said, I need to cry, but I don't know how. And I say to them, look, if men weren't meant to cry, you wouldn't have tear ducts.
Yeah.
But it's about, again, finding that safe space where you can cry and you will be received for that. I think vulnerability is one of the biggest strengths in a man and a female. But vulnerability is often seen as a huge weakness. Saying you're scared is seen as a weakness. But I think to have the bravery to say, you know what? I don't feel like I've got it all together right now, and I'm scared because I've got an exam, or I'm scared because actually I'm scared to step out the house today because of whatever it might be. And I think we need to champion and encourage people's bravery when they say, you know what, I'm not doing okay. Because I think that would also break down the stigma of you're weak if you show people that you haven't got it all together today, or you're struggling today.
Just to add like to what you said, I actually had anorexia as a kid as well myself. Yeah, and I had it from like as long as I can kind of remember. I had it from like in nursery, so it wasn't like something to me I had. It was just something I like. That's how I was, rather than something I had. And I was always kind of like you said, going to the hospital. Everyone's always checking on you. Everyone's doing this, doing that. And obviously, I got to an age where I started to explore food, and like. When I was about 13, I started to gain a bit of weight, and I was staying around friends' houses, and I was like eating things because I was out of respect. Like, your mum used to tell you this food, and I'm there like, but it's terrifying me, but I'm eating it. And that's kind of how I started to explore food. But I found that like as I grew, I kind of use not eating as a tool for when I can't express myself. So when I had depression, I dropped like 10 kg in about 4 months. Wow. And within like 6, I dropped like 15. So I was like, I weighed like 67, and by the end I weighed like 50. So I literally like lost everything, and everyone around me was concerned. Like I was working at the time, all of my colleagues would be like, what's wrong, what's going on? And I, like, because I had no words to express how I felt, I would say to them, I'm fine. Like, and I actually believed, of course, that I was also fine. Like, I didn't know it was depression. But it's like, you tend to use something as a tool to make up for the lack of expression. So that's how as I've been able to reflect and look back at myself, I can see that in times when I've felt a certain way or been at a certain point, that's what I will do. I won't eat. And it's easy for me to be stressed today and be like, no food. That's an easy option for me. It's a harder option for me to be like, I'm going to eat regardless of the stress. Like, that's hard. And that's not just like people with anorexia or people that overeat, also the same, overindulge. It's because they're trying to compensate a lot. Usually a lot of the time for something else. Same with many other things, smoking, drinking. It's all things you can't express it, so I'm going to do something that suppresses it.
It's very true.